Hi Capricorn, welcome to your week ahead reading. This is for week commencing the 24th of March. Now we just had spring equinox, haven't we, which is such a beautiful time of year, and all the flowers are starting to poke through again, and I don't know, it just gives you that lovely feeling of renewal, doesn't it? So let's see if your tarot and your reading here reflects that energy. Let's have a look. These are actually tarot cards, but I do use them as energy cards because that's how they make me feel. So yeah, let's have a look. What messages are here to start Capricorn's reading, please, and thank you. Hope you've had a great week. I've actually had some sunshine in the UK. It's been lovely. Okay. Can't believe that's come up again. Now that's come up for Scorpio, Sagittarius, and now you, and in that order. And you saw how many times I shuffled. I'll show you what it is in a sec. Oh, lovely. I love this. Okay, so we have dedicated effort. It's like something that you are putting a lot of time and energy into next week. Maybe is showing the benefits of it, because you've got manifest as well, which is like the magician in the tarot. This is you really working hard on something and it's coming to fruition. There's some sort of, maybe some good results coming from that next week, but they're still wanting you to dedicate your time and energy to whatever it is, despite you know it's manifesting. Continue on with that, be consistent. So we're going to use the unfolding path for the main part of your reading, and then we're going to clarify with the Ryder Waite Radiant deck. So dear spirit guides and angels, please join me with Capricorn for the reading of the 24th of March. Make it helpful, hopeful and healing. I had to take that one because that one actually jumped, and I have to say on this deck they very rarely jump, and that's why it jumped. What have you got? The Magician. Okay, opportunity please and thank you for Capricorn. Eight of Cups. Challenge, Nine of Wands. The Lovers is what you don't see coming. And the Ace of Cups is your advice and outcome. This is lovely. So your focus next week is the Magician, which came up as your energy card. Yeah, keep going. Keep manifesting. Keep doing what you're doing because it seems to be working. Keep the focus. Keep the dedication. It's probably been really hard work, but the Nine of Wands tells me you're nearly there. I don't think you believe it. Anyway, I'm skipping ahead there. Eight of Cups is your opportunity. There is something or somebody not serving you, or something that's just not ticking your box next week. And they're perhaps asking you to reassess something. Maybe leave it. If it's not for you, leave it. Nine of Wands is your challenge. This is oh my gosh, do I continue doing what I'm doing? I'm putting a lot of effort into this, a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of oomph. And it's a kind of like, if you're not seeing results, it could be making you feel like that. But they're wanting you to continue on no matter what, I'm afraid. The Lovers is what you don't see coming. Oh my gosh, this is a card of Gemini. Beautiful card, isn't it? Now, the Lovers is about relationships, but it's also about choice in relationships. You have a choice. Maybe it's to do with this Eight of Cups. Is there a friendship that you'd like to continue on, or it's just not serving you, or somebody, or could even be a work colleague, anything. You have this choice of a relationship. Interesting that you've got the Eight of Cups. There is an opportunity. You can leave it behind if you want to. But your advice and outcome is the Ace of Cups. It's like this renewal, a sense of renewal of love in your heart for something or somebody. Could be you, your self-care too. Especially if you've been doing shadow work. Now, let's clarify this Magician. Why does Capricorn have Magician twice? You got the Moon. Oh my gosh, you've got the Chariot. You've got the Magician, the Moon and the Chariot so far is your focus for next week, which is incredible. And the Page of Swords. You always get the Page of Swords. Okay, so the Moon attributed to Pisces. There's something that this Magician, this continuation of this effort that you're putting in is going to bring clarity on something. There's finally a breakthrough, I feel. There's been confusion in the past. There's been indecision. I feel like, you know, something's coming to the surface at last. You're going to see results. You're going to feel like you're getting somewhere because perhaps you felt a little bit drowning in the past about something. Now, that doesn't happen just because you want it to. You have to do something about it. And this is saying get in the driving seat, take control. You can overcome adversities. You've had to do it loads of times before, even in a past life. This can also be about travelling and actually going somewhere in a car, in a vehicle, moving even. And then you've got the Page of Swords. Capricorn, you always get the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords is a bit of a ta-da moment. But it can be incoming communication from somebody to give you some information that will perhaps help you succeed and continue on and have that determination. And have that ta-da moment. Did I say that? 8 of Cups. What do they want you to leave behind? Walk away from. Be like, nah, it's not for me, thanks. I mean, it could be a group, you know, that you're wanting to join, and then you think, nah, they're not my bag. Nothing wrong with that. Let's have a look. Why do we have the 8 of Cups here, please and thank you? 4. Oh, okay. Interesting. 2 of Swords. Oh my gosh, sorry about that. It's the entire deck. No, we do not want the entire deck, but one flipped over. Ace of Cups again. Four of Swords. Wow, okay. So it's saying the 2 of Swords. Look, the 8 of Cups is here, but what the 2 of Swords is saying is perhaps there are 2 different pathways that you need to take. And there's a bit of indecision next week, but there's an opportunity to perhaps go within, put that blindfold on. Don't listen to naysayers. Just trust your gut, go within. I'm very drawn to the water in the background and the rocks here. Are you turning your back? It's like you're turning your back on something next week to do with emotions. Because water depicts our emotions. Now you've got the moon there. Now, when we get the moon, it is about, because what does the moon do in reality? Full moon rises the tides. When the tides rise, things come to the surface. There's a connection here for something to do with a decision that perhaps has come into the surface for you next week. That gives you that like determination even to go, yeah, no, I knew I was right. Perhaps I should have just trusted my instincts in the first place. Whatever it is, it's good. It's a good decision because you've got the Ace of Cups. That I feel this is like you having to look after you, your love, your dedication to something. And then we've got the 4 of Swords. Now, the 4 of Swords is sleep, rest, recuperation. We've gone through some bumpy times here, and it's important for you to do this next week, especially. Listen to your dreams also. Now, the 9 of Swords makes me feel, as a challenge, you're close to giving something up. Let's have a look. Why do we have the 9? They're not swords, they're wands. In this deck, I always get the wands and the swords round the wrong way. It's the only deck I do it on, though. 6 of wands. Oh, 6 of pentacles. You're not getting it back what you thought you're not, yeah, it's not reciprocal. It's how you're feeling. 5 of wands. So your challenge, you've got the 6 of wands. Now, to me as a challenge, this is you thinking that people around you are not recognizing your success and you kind of want to give up, because the 6 of wands in the upright is about you coming through troubled times, but the most important, and being victorious, about you succeeding, about you passing a test, about you being public speaking and people listening to you. Because the most important thing about the 6 of wands isn't about your success. Yes, it is, but it's also about people recognizing that and almost tipping their hat to Capricorn. But I feel like there's something, maybe you're on a platform of something you're not getting the response that you thought you could get, and it's a kind of feeling like, oh, what's the point? You know, maybe there's work colleagues that you're working your butt off, and they're taking all the rap for it. You've got the 6 of pentacles as a challenge. It's like you're feeling like what this time and effort you're putting in, you're not getting rewarded for financially, anything. You're not getting anything back. And then you've got the 5 of wands. Now, the 5 of wands are egotistical people around you and arguments, competitors, competitive energies, and that's what's dampening your spirit. I think you feel you can't compete with them, but as they always say, what's that old cliche? Comparison is a thief of joy. Stop it, Capricorn. The Lovers is here. Lovely. What you don't see coming. Okay, along with the Death card. Wow, along with the Hanged Man. How many major arcanas have you got here? Wow. Okay. Five of Pentacles. Oh, okay. So something's coming to an end to do with relationship, friendship, partnership, or there's some reconsideration that's got to happen, because, even if you've been in a relationship for years and years and years, it comes to a point where you think, I'm putting up with so much. It's got to stop. Something's got to change. And that's how I feel this is, because the Death card is about things ending and new beginnings. But the important thing about the Death card is it's because it's gone on and on and on and on and nothing's changed. And so you've got to draw a line in the sand and do something about it. As I say, it doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm leaving my wife next week, I'm leaving my husband next week. It's not that. It's about something to do with that relationship that needs to perhaps be reassessed, reevaluated. Because you've got the Hanged Man here. Don't be too rash. This is saying take a step back, look at it from a different perspective. Put yourself in their shoes. Especially if you are dedicating your effort to something. And I know for me, especially, I'm incredibly lucky and I'm very fortunate. I've got an incredibly supportive partner, because I do spend an awful lot of time doing this and then working full time. And then in my spare time, I'm doing this. But you can push that, a bit too much. And then you've got the 5 of Pentacles. Now, the 5 of Pentacles is, it's hard work. You feel like you're going 2 steps forward, 4 steps back. And it can be financial too, to do with this relationship, partnership. feeling left out in the cold. But, you know, if you are dedicating a lot of, and, you know, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be doing it, but there needs to be a compromise. There needs to be a balance come in. Maybe you need a date night. Maybe you need to get away and have some time together, because you've got the Ace of Cups here as your advice and outcome. That's why I don't think this is anything major. It's just a blip. Let's have a look. Ace of Cups, why are you here? What's going on with these cards today? I just want one, please and thank you. Thank you. Why do we have the Ace of Cups for Capricorn, which is beautiful? It's like new beginnings, new love. You know, it can be that you've rekindled something with somebody. Okay, we've got Seven of Swords. We've got Ten of Pentacles, though. Beautiful. And one more, please and thank you. And we've got the Hermit. There's a lot of introspection going on with the Hermit. There's a lot of shadow work going on here. It's saying take a step back, go within, even remove yourself from a situation. Make sure that you're giving it 100% thought. You've got the Ten of Pentacles, which is beautiful. With the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, it's like, look at what you've got. You've got this family support, this family love, even legacy. Perhaps there's some money regarding the family too, to be sorted out. This is also about long-term plans. Have you got a look at the long-term plans regarding the family? You do have the Seven of Swords, though, which has really thrown a spanner in the works for me. But the Seven of Swords is about keeping things to yourself. It's about people being sneaky behind your back. All I'll say to that is, if there's somebody in the family or somebody not being 100% honest with you about something, maybe about how they feel because of the Hermit being there. I want to say it's something to do with shadow work again, with yourself. It's like you're bringing out things to the surface now instead of sneaking around and you're having to be completely honest with your emotions to loved ones around you. I'm going to do one more on that. Because we do have the moon here, you see, and as I said, moon brings things to the surface. And we just had that Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is about being entrepreneurial, but have you got a Queen of Wands around you that isn't being completely honest with you? Now, the Queen of Wands, often a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All I'll say is, if that is happening to you, the Queen of Wands would be somebody that, you know, they're quite independent. They quite like to work for themselves because they don't like being told what to do. They're very stubborn, very, they like the attention. They love the limelight, which isn't you, Capricorn, I feel. I do feel like you've got a Queen of Wands behind your back, but don't take any notice of that if that is the case. Do not get drawn into that energy. Remember your Ace of Cups. Remember your success here, your dedication, your hard work, and all what you're working hard for. Yeah? So let's see what the daily crystal is coming out for you, Capricorn. Oh my gosh, all of my readings today have been so long. But this is the thing with tarot. It is what it is. It can take 10 minutes. It can take 20 minutes. People say to me, how long is the reading for? And I'm like, it can be 45 minutes. It can be an hour and a half. Oh my gosh. You've got rose quartz, open up your heart, which is what that Ace of Cups is all about, your advice and outcome. So anyway, let me know how that resonates with you, Capricorn. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all your love and support of the channel. I think we've just hit 15,000 subscribers. I'm like, what? Anyway, so grateful. Have a great week. See you next week.